Clearly visible and audible, please?
You are clearly visible and audible.
Okay, thank you. The fear of death and the process of aging. Are these two the most frightening facts for every single soul on this earth? Tell me, who wants to age or die? Do you, or you? Guys, I'm sure none of us. But the tragedy is, despite our utter dislike, they have become our constant companions. A very good afternoon. Yeah.
Sorry, we are not able to see you. Your video is not coming to us.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is it okay now?
Yes. Please go ahead now.
I'll start from the beginning again.
Yes.
Okay. The fear of death and the process of aging. Are these two the most frightening facts for every single soul on this earth? Of course they are. Tell me, who wants to age or die? Do you, or you? Guys, I'm sure none of us. But the tragedy is that despite our utter dislike, they have become our constant companions. A very good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and our dear guests. Today, I'm not here to sing saga of the eternity of death, but how one should live until it comes. Since we are storytellers, so I want to share two stories with you today. One is of the fiercest, bravest, and the greatest general of Roman Empire. Any guesses? Anybody?
Julius Caesar.
Wow, wonderful. Right guess. So he is Julius Caesar. This is one day of Caesar's life. He has come back to Rome after defeating King Pompey's sons in a long battle and has brought a great booty to his country. All the citizens are preparing for a grand reception of their beloved leader and have decided to crown him king today. Caesar goes to his palace and gets ready to go to the Senate house. There comes his wife Calpurnia, and she asks him not to go to Senate house today, and reasons she has seen a very horrible dream last night. She saw a big statue of Caesar with hundreds of spouts all gushing out blood. The senators washing their hands happily in his blood and merrymaking. Of course, it was an ominous dream, but you know, Caesar, he laughs at it and says, Calpurnia, cowards die many times before their death, but valiant taste death never but once. If today is the day fixed for my death, nothing can change it. Caesar shall go forth. Very proudly, he goes to the Senate house and gets assassinated by the conspirators and one of his loyalist friend, Marcus Brutus. So friends, this is Caesar, or you can say our soldiers who willingly go into the mouth of cannon for the bubble reputation of their country, embrace death, mark their name in history, but live up to the last click. My second story is of a simple, ordinary man, Yen Li. In his late 20s, leading a happy and contented life with his wife and 2 kids in a small village of China. One day, a famous astrologer comes to his village who is well known that none of his predictions has ever failed. All the villagers line up to know about their life, wife, kids, and future prospects. But when Yen Li's turn comes, he puts up a strange question. The mode of his death. The The astrologer advises him to change the question as the answer might disappoint him. But no, Yelly only wants to know how he would meet his end. The astrologer tells him that he would soon die in an accident. Oh my God! Now Yenli gets terrified to his wits, starts weeping bitterly, and urges him again and again to find out any solution how he could dodge death for at least 20-30 years as his kids were yet too young. The astrologer, again after making all the concise calculations, declares if he could avoid accidents, he could live up to 100 years. Wow. Now Yenli is on cloud 9. Very happily, he goes to his house, narrates a whole tale to his wife, and declares now onwards he would not step out of the house and locks himself inside. 2 years pass. Nothing happens. One day, Yenli is alone at home. Standing on a ladder, he's nailing a portrait into the wall. All of a sudden, with a jerk, the ladder breaks. Yenli falls on the ground, hammer hits his head, and he dies on the spot. Tell me, friends, could any scheme spare him? He always feared the unforeseen future and died much before the last click. Now, after these two stories, I have a question. In fact, I want you to think about it. Don't you think we all are Yellies only? Never ever satisfied with the present lot and always cribbing for what we have not. Oh my God, I have got 7-year-old Punto car and my friend drives Audi 4 Series. Not fair. Rita wears, Ritu wears, and see me in global desi, very poor. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Not only for the materialistic things, but also for the race, how to defy age. Our dearest cinestar Sridevi, the Cleopatra of a country, the finest actress, blessed with words booties. You know, she had only one obsession in her life. Anyhow, to get back the glory of her prime. And she underwent 29 cosmetic surgeries on her face. Still, could she turn the tide of time? No ways. Friends, don't we also do the same? Knowingly, we cannot make any change. We always try to escape our fate. Tell me, don't we all know death is our final destination? But generally, how do we show? No, this won't happen with me. This is for Mr. Sharma, Mrs. Sharma, Tina, Meena, Hina, Chunamunu, WW, etc., etc., etc. And the life passes just like this. But you know, the crux is, when everything is destined, why worry? Why not leave sorrow and live life as if there is no tomorrow? Who knows? Kal ho na ho. Over to you, Madam Toastmaster, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Renu, for a lovely speech, and the title was Try Not to Defy Age.
Thank you, Toastmaster, General Evaluator. Am I audible and visible? Okay. Life is not measured by the breaths we take in, but by the moments that take away our breath. That was the message which I received from Toastmaster Renu's speech. Can we have a round of applause for her for that beautiful, insightful, and thought-provoking speech? I'll start with the parts you excelled at. It was an thought enlightening speech. It was structured as if it was seamless. The body starting and the ending was stitched as if like a fabric of clothes. You used ample hand gestures, your facial expressions were completely in sync with the stories which you delivered. There was an ample of variation in your vocal variety and a clarity in your voice. The audience members and the faces of the audience which I saw, all of them felt comfortable and engaged throughout the speech. The crux of your speech and the cherry on the cake, which I could say was your powerful ending, which led to an eye-opening and serious thought-provoking experience to each one of us and made us realize what definitely is aging and what is this life all about. If I would suggest you to work on few things, there would be, if during the time where you were talking about the conversations between Caesar and his wife and astrologer and Yanli, instead of telling what they told, you could have enacted them what Caesar actually told. I could saw that you used the gestures, but still you were saying, talking to them as in third person. Instead, first, if you could have been into the character, that would have made us imagine like how Caesar and his wife or astrologer and Yanli would were conversating. And another thing you could work on for the next time is if you could have stood up and gave the speech, that would have been amazing. And I would definitely say it was an ISC winning speech. So to sum it up, it was an seamless, thought-provoking speech with every checkpoint checked and your objective completed. If you could have included the conversation style and stood up and gave your speech, it would have been an excellent speech. It is still an excellent speech, but here we believe to always move to excellence. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much, my
Toastmaster Yusuf.
evaluator.